Chapter 3, Sanctuary. Do we still have? I think we still have enough time to read another chapter. So, oh good God, oh why? Who was that lady? Now that I think about it, dude, I wonder if they bothered to explore her, to see who she is. Why was she at that church at that time? The body was taken from the church. Since the doors were locked, the woman who had died was considered guilty of breaking and entering. Who was she? Was she the dinosaur erotica woman? I can't remember. After a morning full of interviews from police and investigators, I was excused to rest. I wasn't sure how much more I could handle. The weight of the deaths around me. Yet with each passing death, I felt that much closer to freedom. My heart felt abnormally ecstatic and my body felt lighter. Like chains were being dropped from my limbs and were allowing me to inch closer to God's light. Was this an illusion? Some fake form of hope to spur me into doing what I knew was humanity's ultimate sin? And will I be forced to forever bathe in the juice after knowing what I do? I had to fight this. I had to find a way to control the unbridled euphoria from this cursed deal. Because it's just too much juice to handle. But I would be free. Free from drinking that rotten juice for the rest of my life. But I would carry the weight of 7 lives on my shoulders. Ooh, the ghosts come back to haunt me. I can't take this seriously anymore. I'm sorry. I'm such a horrible person right now. Oh my God. Oh God. Ugh. Sleeping became impossible. The self-imagined drownings of hell and the devil's torturous acts on my body frightened me enough to keep my eyes wide open throughout the day and the following night. It was now Friday, and I was beyond tired. My body ached in exhaustion, and my eyes would not stop fluttering in their need to remain shut. How was I going to be able to do this?
You know, whether or not you sleep isn't my problem.
I'm still gonna make you drink a whole lot of juice. Of my juice. I was too exhausted to deal with the annoyance of my life, but I let out a weakened sigh. I let a weakened sigh escape my lips at her statement.
I'm just saying.
There's still a lot more juice for you to drink. A singular moment of peace was all I wanted. A breath of time without her smirk in my mind's eye. Please, please, stop making me drink your juice! God damn it. Huh? I stopped for a moment and looked around. No witty retort, no sarcastic reply to my request. I'm the one that's doing them here. Oh God. I'm such a terrible person, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. But then again, what God do I have? He's abandoned me a long time ago. Just total silence.
Where did she go?
I stood from my bed, looking at my room in search of the damn devil. Despite little time I had knowing her, this was unusual for her. Was I actually allowed to have a chance to breathe? Yay! The juice is finally gone! I couldn't help but fall to my knees beside my bed and clasp my hands together. pressing my thumbs to my lips.
Oh Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned.
Forgive me, and please get these juice stains off. Oh Lord, have mercy on me.
I have committed unspeakable sin, and I must ask for your forgiveness for my wrongdoing.
I have allowed this evil to walk through and envelop my life. I must not let it control me any longer. Then you shall be saved. Clang! That's the hammer of justice. Kind of flattens you.
In the name
of God and Jesus and fuck me silly, hallelujah. Oh. A shout breaking through my prayer. Okay, what's going on? What's going on now?
Who is...
Somebody, please, let me in!
Frantic pounding at the front door. A boy, crying for help. I rush out of my room and practically sprint down my stairs, only to see the she-devil leaning against the locked doors, filing her nails in boredom.
Oh, hey, you done praying to the spaghetti monster?
I have not heard of the Pastafarian religion in a while. I gotta check that out again. Those guys were awesome. Out of my way!
Why? You locked up for the night.
You heard her!
There's a boy who needs help.
The kid that's beating down your door? He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine once he's dead, right? Or he'll be fine. He'll actually be fine. I don't know. Oh, this is... Yeah, I mean, whatever. Out of my way!
No point in opening this door.
You do not get to decide that.
What are you gonna do? Push me?
The boy continued to beat down the door. I could hear him crying and pleading for some form of sanctuary. Something was wrong. His fists echoed loudly into the chapel, slamming through the wood of the doors in earnest. Out of my way! I could feel my lips quiver from my snarl. My demand was rough and unkind, but I would not lay hands on her. Oh God, it's gonna get too. Your hands will get way too juicy if you did. Not again. The devil looked at me for a moment before raising her hands by her head and stepping away from the doors. I stared in disbelief at her before rushing to the doors and quickly unlocking them. What the hell just happened? Shots rang out. I could only stand, paralyzed at the sound that reached me through the doors. I didn't even have to open the doors to know what had happened. The knocks and cries for help had stopped. That's not a death on you, is it? What the hell just happened? In a burst of anger, I slammed my head against one of the doors and slid down to my knees. I let my forehead kiss the wooden frame in eternal defeat. This was worse than any nightmare I could have ever imagined. How could I, a minister and follower of God, allow this?
Man, those are some sturdy doors for a rotting church.
What happened? At the sound of her voice, I felt another scratch on my chest melt away into nothing. Why? What just happened? Two more. Was this also my doing? Was I destined to somehow surround myself with death and destruction? Was this some sort of sign from God?
Hey, you.
What am I supposed to feel?
Hello? You.
Will I become numb to this?
Hey!
You forgot your daily intake of juice. A strong kick to my side forces me down to the floor with a thump. I look up and glare, unable to stop myself from snarling in an undignified rage.
You done?
Keep your filthy being off of me!
And keep that juice away from me!
You know what? I'm not even gonna bring up the fact that you fucked me already. Oops, already did it. Get over yourself. It'll be over soon.
This is beyond any form of torture you can strike at me.
You really wanna bet?
I can't take it. I stand and march towards her, unafraid of her power over me.
Either I become a willing witness to murder, or you take my soul. Both roads will leave me scarred before God.
Ooh, boy.
Now, when you say witness, you mean watching or actually participating? Because taking part is what you've been doing.
I can't control my fist slamming into the wall beside her head. Oh, God. You didn't actually go for her head?
Ooh, feisty.
Brings out the best of the juices. Yet I cling to some form of control, able to bite my tongue instead of showering her in filth from my words. I am better than that. I will never stoop to her level. Not again. A moment of silence, staring at each other in a battle of dominance. This church is my domain, and she has trespassed it.
You know what, you little bitch? I am so sick of your whining and crying.
A pang of fear. Is she?
I'll do you a solid. I'll take care of the boy on your stoop, so you don't have to deal with the police and shit. And I'll leave you alone for the next couple of days.
Wait.
Why the change of heart? If you have such a thing.
Because despite me just sitting back and letting you do your preacher shit and killing people, you constantly point the finger at me, like I was the one who fucked a prostitute.
Oh, boy. Wait. So, this... They're getting into some backstory now, aren't we? Been waiting for this. Oh, boy.
So I'm just gonna clear out and let you figure out that you are the one who's doing all of this shit. I happily take credit for things I actually do, but a human is not gonna pin human shit on me.
Inferior species. Do not... Inferior species. A snap of her fingers and her body disappears into black smoke. The wisps of black dance in the air before fading into transparent nothingness. Yet still, I hear her voice in my head.
2 days, preacher boy. 2 souls, or your pathetic ass is mine.
And it'll receive the biggest juice treatment ever. I grit my teeth before holding my head and folding to my knees. I cannot escape. 2 more lives, and I cannot blame the one who started it. That devil has brought so much pain and suffering into my life. How will I end this journey? Oh Lord, please guide my feet. I ask for your strength as I fall one way or the other. Will I damn 2 other souls, or will my soul be engulfed in hell's inferno? For once that night, I slept. And I was welcomed into the dreamless slumber until the morning. Saturday, the day before Sabbath day, and the day before my last. How would I spend it? I don't feel the claws of that monstrosity holding me down like they did the previous nights. Nor do I feel her juice constantly being poured on me. Is it because I only have 2 marks left? Or is it because the devil girl is not here? For a moment, I can breathe. But I'm having a lot of trouble. This is just getting way too much for me. All those pauses I've been making throughout the story was not because I can't think of anything witty. I'm just having a hard time just reading this. I'm having a hard time feeling the pain. I'm having a hard time bracing for it. Oh my god. Oh, man. Dressing at last and carrying the strength of the day, I walk down the steps of my church into the sanctuary of the chapel. The front door is unlocked. I tense up instinctively. Did the devil lie to me? Is she here? I looked towards the pulpit past the pews, sensing a presence in the chapel. Could it be Helen? Or that one drunk guy?
Good morning, Pastor Harlow.
Helen. A breath of relief.
Morning, Helen.
How are you feeling?
She walks over and places the back of her hand on my forehead. A sincere gesture. Sweet. I can only smile softly at her.
I am much better than I have been for a while.
At last, a truth. My soul isn't plagued by the dimmed veil of sin and punishment. For once this week, there is peace. A smile in return.
I'm glad.
She removes her hand from my face and returns to dusting off the pews. I watch for a moment. And suddenly this feeling builds up in me. Something.
I'm glad.
Oh shit, I accidentally hit back. One moment. Will she miss me? Will she notice or care when I'm gone? Would I be able to face her again if I am allowed 2 more souls to be taken instead? The closer I am to my demise, the stronger the thoughts in my head ring out in base curiosity. Still, the day will not wait, and thus the day begins. 7 a.m. A boy comes in and prays for his mother's swift recovery. 8:30 a.m. A drunken homeless man wobbles in and sleeps in a pew. 10 a.m. A woman walks in and sits in a pew, obviously waiting for me. I wonder how much juice she's been drinking.
May I help you?
I'm sorry for what I said before. I was the one who...
It's all right. What can I do you for?
Listen, woman. That's not the most fucked up thing anyone's heard, I can assure you.
I really need that prayer. I've become obsessed with... Oh, I can't say it again.
God will not turn you away here. Tell me.
Because God is above man. Men are stupid. They will judge you because they do not understand, and they will judge you because they have nothing better to do in their lives. Oh, I am evil right now. Oh my god. What has this done to me? Or is this just how I always was? Your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this matter?
I'm obsessed with dinosaur erotica, and I need to be cleansed.
Another strange moment in my church, but one I will work out in the name of God. As the clock rings for the afternoon to begin, I let out yet another sigh. Even as my days become numbered, the pace of the flock still remains constant. Helen moves from the back towards the front doors, waving at me, before she goes off to college again.
I'm off. See you tomorrow, Pastor.
Hey, pretty lady.
Uh-oh. The drunken man slowly rises from the pew, awakened from his passed out state, and grins at Helen. I have to save her, right? What will I do?
Hello, sir?
My. God gave you a gift, didn't he?
The gift of all that juice. I bet she can produce a lot of it, can't she? He starts to stumble forward, gripping the pews for balance, and I instantly make my way to the two of them, wanting to protect Helen. He's drunk and stumbling. Get the hell out of there.
Sir, I have to ask you to...
Oh boy.
You're wasting your time with the preacher, man. Let me show you the proper way to use your hands.
Get the most out of the juicer.
No, thank you.
Another step, another stumble before I find myself between the drunk and
You need to leave.
You need to not get in my way, holy man.
Oh, God. Ooh.
Nobody's gonna care for a dead preacher.
Defend. Wait, what am I doing? What? I managed to grab his wrist and twist it back to face the knife away from both of us. But the drunk grabs my neck in reply, pressing his dirty fingernails into my face. Gripping his shoulder, I force him back and try to release his hold, but he swings our linked arms between us and aims his knife at once again. In act of desperation,
Oh my god.
You.
He stabbed himself. Or did I stab him? He fell back and his head cracked open on the pew on the way down. Oh God. There is no life in his body, no breath in his chest, and one more scar. One more scar on me.
Marlo? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, totally. No, I am not. Oh, God. Call the police. We need to talk to him. We need to tell him right now. My hand gently reaches for Helen. To my surprise, she takes it in both of her hands, trying to comfort my shaking form.
Helen, please call the authorities.
Without a word in reply, Helen takes out her cell phone and calls 911. The police and ambulance arrive, taking the body of the drunken man away. Helen relays what happened to the authorities while I sit in the pew with a blanket around my shoulders. I stare at the floor, reliving that moment over and over, trying to figure out what I had done wrong. I was protecting myself. I was protecting Helen. Yet a man died, and another scratch is removed from my chest. One less juice hole to fill. Only one remains, and some twisted dark part of me screams in excitement. Ooh, Pastor Harlow, what's gonna become of you, I wonder. Oh man. I don't recognize this person, yet I acknowledge their euphoria for the situation I'm... Oh, that darker, more sinister self that's lying around within you. I have one more day left. What will happen? Will I develop some kind of multiple personality disorder? I look around, assuring myself that the devil witch is not there. I don't smell her stench. I knew it! She did! There was a lot of juice involved! I can't feel her smirk from the shadows. This is all on me.